Hello everybody, Daniel Creel with Upstairs Golf. Today I'm going to be comparing the Flight Scope Mevo versus the GCQuad. Two completely different price points, two different units. One's radar based, one is camera based, and we're going to see how they stack up to each other. And the main reason I wanted to do this video is to show, of course, the quad is very, very good. I use it for everything. I use it for lesson teaching, I use it for sim play, I pretty much use it indoors, outdoors, for everything. It's nothing wrong with that unit. But I do want to advertise how good the Flight Scope Mevo is. It's very, very accurate. It gives limited data points. It does give, you got ball, you got launch, you got carry, you got spin, backspin, you got club, speed, and smash factor. You also got the height of the ball and the flight time. Again, difference between the units, it is radar based, so it does need a little sticker on here. You can hit it without the sticker outside and it can pick up. Will it be as accurate? That's for you to see, but I'm going to show you indoors with using the metallic sticker how good it is. I have the unit set up here 7 feet behind me. Make sure if you're using this unit to, you can go into settings and set it up how far you have it from the ball. That is key. Make sure you have it within an inch or two of where you're telling it is, if not exact. But I do have mine measured out. I'm exactly 7 feet behind. And today I'm going to be hitting a few wedge shots. I'm going to use lob wedge and 7-iron. I'm going to hit a couple of different distances with the lob wedge to show you how good it is to work on your wedges. You can take it out to the course. You can fit it in your pocket. Talking about the Mevo. Lay it down, dial in those wedges. It's an awesome unit for just a few $100. So I just want to show you how accurate it is, and yeah, we'll go from there. Starting out at 75 yards with my lob wedge. The good news is that was thin, so you get a miss hit on here. I hit that really, really thin. Not a good shot. It showed that it carried 75 yards on the Mevo. We got 72 yards, so only 3 yards discrepancy. 85, 95 backspin versus 86, 39. Very, very close. Ball speed 68, 5 versus 67. So really, really close there. And yeah, launch 21.6 versus 21.1. So very, very good numbers. And again, that was a miss hit, a bad shot. So it read very, very accurately there. That one was a little bit more solid there. And I think we had a little bit of difference there. It showed 74 versus 69, so we're off nearly 5 yards there. Backspin 94.71 versus 95.21, so still really, really close. Ball speed 66 versus 65. And launch 28.6 versus 25.4. So that's where the discrepancy is in the distance, probably, is that launch was a little bit higher. Which carried a little bit further on the Mevo, so it actually misread the launch probably a little bit. We hit one more at 75. So 75 versus 72, so we're off 2 yards, which is very, very good. Again, we're talking about a $10,000 unit versus a few $100 unit. So within, they have 3 yards. 2 to 3 yards, 1 yard a lot of times on difference on yardage. We got ball speed 66 versus 67. We have 95 backspin, 95.91 versus 60.40, which is a huge difference actually. Probably one of the biggest that I've seen. So that is not common. But yeah, it does have its misreads. So what I'm going to do is extend this out to 100 yards, still sticking with a lob wedge. So we'll go out to 100 yards and see how it picks up closer to a full shot. So we got 101 carry on the Mevo with 73.60 on backspin versus 11.19. So we're getting some misreads on the backspin. So we've got carry 97 versus 101. Hit another one. I'm actually going to scoot it back here. I think I got it a little bit too far up. So 1164 on the quad versus 11,000. So yeah, I think, so what I had is I had the ball too far up, and that just shows you I had it about 6 inches too far up from my 7-foot mark, and it caused misreads on the spin. So that's how sensitive this unit is. Again, that's one of the things you got to be aware of, that you got to have it at the right distance from the ball to read correctly. So look, we were missing spin by several thousand RPMs, and now we're back in line. I'm showing 11,000 spin on the Mevo, and we're 11,064, so we're only off by 64 RPMs. Carry 103 versus 105, so very, very good. Ball speed 86 versus 87, and launch 27 versus 29. So really, really close. Going to hit one more, and then I'll go to the 7-iron. Hit that one a little thin, not as solid, so 101 versus 99. So again, a couple of yards there, very, very good. 10,009 versus 10,009. They're identical. 83 on ball speed, 82 on the quad. So when I have it set up appropriately, it's very, very close. So I'm going to move to the 7-iron. Another thing is on the Mevo, you need to change the club on the app, and it starts it and it separates them so you can go back and revisit your numbers. On the quad you don't have to, it just reads all irons or wedges or hybrids. So here we go, I got it set up. We're going to hit full 7-irons. That was a thin one, not hit very good. So we have 170 carry on the Mevo. We have 171 on the quad. Awesome numbers, so very, very close. Ball speed 121 versus 121. 58.44 backspin versus 58.68. On the money, right? So very, very good. And the good thing is, it was a mishit, so you got to see that it reads mishits. It was really thin. I hit it a couple of grooves low. Again, got to stay consistent with the distance. As you can see, the numbers have improved now that I'm back to 7 feet from the ball, or from the unit. That one's hit a little bit more solid. We've got 178 on the Mevo 0.9, so 179 carry there. We've got 179 on the quad, so 179, 179, 127 ball speed on the Mevo, 126 on the quad. Launch 16.6 versus 15.2, so a little bit difference there. And 61.69 versus 63, so a couple of hundred RPMs, not bad. We're going to go with one more, okay, guys? That one was even more solid. So let's see. Got to the green, that's a good thing. So we got a carry of 183 on the quad, 182.6. They're a foot apart. Unbelievable. 129 ball speed versus 128. 59.90 backspin on the Mevo versus 6,000. So we're off less than 100 RPMs. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a quick impression of the Mevo versus the quad. If you're looking for basic ball data, if you just want backspin, say you got a driver that you're thinking you're spinning too much or whatnot, Again, what you're missing here, the main component that I think that would be useful to you is the side spin left and right. That this unit, if they could package that in this unit, it would be unbelievably good, and they could raise the price probably. And again, they do have a unit that's the Mevo Plus, but it's a huge jump. It's a $1,500 jump. But all in all, awesome unit. But if you have a driver, you're looking for backspin numbers or your irons, see if you're spinning them too much, this is going to do it. It's going to give you your launch. With your launch, you can research and you can know the appropriate launch angles for different irons, so you know if you're adding loft, so you don't have to have the dynamic loft numbers. So you can gather a lot of data just doing some research and calculate some other numbers on this thing. But all in all, this unit is awesome. I'm going to show it to you. This thing is tiny. Look at this. Very, very small. And you have basically a little thing to line it up with. You got your, it's like lining up the barrel of a gun, the top of the gun. You got your rear sight and your front sight. Line it up with your target line. Use this little guy. Just set it up. Very easy. So just set it up and you just start hitting. Download the app and you're good to go. So I hope this helps. I hope it. If you're researching or contemplating buying one of these units, I hope it gives you a little bit more confidence and just shows you the accuracy. Again, we're comparing it with, I think in my mind, the mother of all launch monitors right here. This thing never misses. So very, very good. So I hope you guys have a great day. And if you have any questions, post in the comments below. Please hit subscribe. I'm going to be comparing the Quad with the Unicore IXO coming up. I do have the IXO unit. It's mounted in the ceiling. Two awesome units, very similar price points, but again, when you got to start adding the club data and ball data, some things change. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good evening, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks.